in one of the apartments at the top. There'll also be a hotel, offices, but most interesting for you and me, there will be an observation level somewhere near the top. So if you whizzed up there, you get a lovely view of the City of London. Twice the height compared with the London Eye. Oh, Jesus knows how much you're going to try and charge for that. Yeah. I mean, the Eye is 20 quid now. You only get 2 minutes at the top. You have to stop there for an hour or so, I reckon. As long as you want. The Shard of Glass. Another new building going up on your left there. It ain't going to be square. It's going to be pretty much the opposite of the Shard. That one's big, then it gets small at the top. That one's small at the bottom, then it gets wider as it goes to the top, like a pint glass almost. That's what I can best describe it as. Now, Tower Bridge is ahead of us. Very shortly, we'll get you a bit closer to the bridge. We'll go athwart of the river, and you get a nice clear picture. Alright? Now, I don't mind standing up taking photographs, but once you've done so, take a seat, because there's people behind you who can't see. The warship on your right is the HMS Belfast. She weighs 11,500 tons and was built in the Harland and Wolff shipyard. That's where they built the Titanic. She first saw action in the Second World War. The last time she fired against an anger was during the Korean conflicts. She's now a museum ship for HMS Belfast. There's a peculiar building a lot of people ask me about. The round one here to your right. City Hall. The offices for the Greater London Authority. Home for the Mayor of London, Boris Johnson. Designed by the same man who made the Wibbly Wobbly Bridge, Norman Foster, quite a famous architect. He designed that bridge behind us. City Hall to your right, and the Gherkin, a tall rocket-shaped building. You just see the tip of it there to your left, the Gherkin. Now, as we do turn around, we might start to swing a back quite a bit, so do be careful, standing up. Tower Bridge, one of the most famous bridges in the world. Very unique. It's part suspension and part bicycle. The centre of our roadway, they're able to open, splits and opens like a double-sided drawbridge. So there are tall ships in and out this part of London. Years ago, for almost 2 centuries, the Port of London was the busiest in the world, with the amount of shipping coming in phenomenal. That bridge would have had to open at least 20 times a day. The most ever recorded in one 24-hour period, 56 times Tower Bridge opened. Once, maybe twice a week, Tower Bridge opens now. All the shipping finished back in the 80s, all thanks to those big metal boxes going to the back of lorries, containerisation. Massive, massive ships which are simply too deep, they drive too much and they can't make it this far up into London. So all the shipping that goes a lot closer to the sea down behind us. The Tower of London to your right dates back almost 1,000 years. Originally built as a fortress, most famous as being a place of torture and execution. Along the river's wall, get a picture because it's best beautiful in terms of entry to the Traitors' Gates. That's where the criminals, after being found guilty up at Westminster, were put down the river, taken through the archway and up onto Tower Hill to have their wrists chopped off. Anne Boleyn was taken through there, Lady Jane Grey, St Thomas More, Walter Raleigh, Guy Fawkes and William Wallace. That's one person we should all be familiar with. He's probably best known to you as Mel Gibson. Yes, there we go. Well folks, we're starting to run out of time now, so we've got to get you alongside the pier, nice and safe vehicle. By all means, take the pictures, whatever you think.